Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Be sure to check me out over on Rumble. There you'll find all of my stuff from YouTube, plus my political and social commentary and weekly current events, which YouTube frowns on. Links to my Rumble channel as well as my other YouTube channels and links to let you order my books are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an unexplained phenomena video on the moon tower. Now, I've done videos on unexplained findings on Mars, on the moon, on Venus, and throughout the solar system. There's a whole bunch of them. Go check those out. I've done some stuff on the moon, but I don't recall doing this one, so I'm going to do it. And if it's duplicative somehow or other, I apologize. But I read this and I don't remember ever reading it before, so I very seriously doubt I did a video about it. In 1965, a Russian space... excuse me, let me get a drink right quick. In 1965, Russian space probe Zond 3 was en route to Mars. As it passed the moon, it captured some of the first detailed images of the moon's far side. The pictures from this probe were very detailed and showed a wider area of the moon than had been shown before. It showed about 70% of that area. The images were from about 10,000 kilometers away. One of the images showed a structure, a tower, on the moon's surface. Using the distance and the surrounding landscape with known objects, and the tower was calculated to be about 3.5 miles tall. They used the distance with the structures around it that we knew the size of. This tower is about 3.5 miles tall. Now, there is no known natural occurrence which would account for a tower that tall on a barren world, especially one that's constantly pelted with asteroids. A mountain, yes. A tower, no. Any one object which is inexplicable could be dismissed. We just don't know what caused it yet. But the sheer number of anomalous objects on the moon, and for that matter throughout the solar system as a whole, simply cannot be ignored. There is no way so many oddities can be naturally occurring. If they exist and they are not natural, then they must be artificial. Artificial, folks, means that someone or something built them. If someone or something is building such oddities and leaving them all over our solar system, we know it's not human beings. We're just barely getting... Our Voyager program is still going. Voyager 1 and 2 and like that. We've got a few other probes out there, but we're not building stuff on Mars. We're not building stuff on the moon. That means it's aliens. I'm just saying. Now, there's a lot to take in. There is a monolith on the moon of Phobos. There's anomalous objects moving through our solar system. I've talked about them, the solar cubes and things like that. In my opinion, there is a lot of activity in space that we're not aware of. We're only now becoming aware of. And I gotta say this, a lot of this stuff is being suppressed by NASA and other government agencies. If you want everybody to know everything, let me rephrase that. If you want transparency, we got to know this stuff. We got to know if we're not the only ones in the universe. We got to know this stuff. Right now, our Congress is having hearings on UFOs and like that. We have witnesses coming forward. We have insiders that are blowing the whistle on government programs. One of the ones that come to mind, Dr. Stephen Greer. Now, I don't like his lifestyle, but it's not for me to say. I'm not begrudging him that. But he did one thing that I do like, and that's the Disclosure Project. According to Dr. Stephen Greer, we have black budget programs probably by now in the trillions that are off the books. The Pentagon is out something like $2 or $3 trillion that we can't account for. And it makes sense. If we have more advanced things going out into the universe, we need to know because we're paying for it. You know, if there are aliens out there, we need to know because we have to prepare for that. The Nimitz encounters that I talk about in the video UFOs Evidently, go check that one out. The the UFOs that were encountered there, our pilots, they had nothing. They couldn't touch these things. If those things are flying around in our solar system and in our world, in our skies, under the ocean, that kind of thing, then we need to know about it. Because obviously our military cannot protect us. It is their stuff, the alien or whatever it is stuff, the unknowns are so advanced. We got nothing. And we need to be able to prepare for that. If these aliens are I don't know if the moon used to be a refueling port or something. That's what, so they can hit that tower and refuel or whatever. I don't know. Nobody does. That's the thing. It's unexplained. If that is the case, I'd kind of like to know about it, and I'm sure everybody else would too. I'm just saying. I hope this finds everybody well. And again, if you have comments or other ideas or research that you know of or other information that I missed, stick it in the comments. I'm sure we'd all love to read it. You folks have a good one now. God bless one and all. There is a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. When the police detective, who happens to be a skinwalker squirrel, uncovers a plot by a paranormal perpetrator, he has to enlist the aid of his fellow housemates. If you enjoy a modern, quirky take on historical mythology, check out my new original novel, The House Off Farrago Road.